Celebrate, put a glass up. A night that I can never pass up. All my niggas and homies getting their cash up. Straight to the bank, I'm about to laugh up. Call some hoes to twerk and throw that ass up. And get one that I can smash up. Try to vision of one that I can mac up. Keep the jimmies in case I gotta strap up. I gotta wrap up, no bad luck. I'm just here to turn up, not looking for the bad luck. I'm celebrating it all cause of my backup. Proving it all will work, I never had luck. From ink and pad up to now, up and down. That's how it's been since the beginning, again and again. So I intend to win with every second and minute. I never pretend, I look on my pen, get it. Check this shit cause we nice with it. Made for this shit, we right with it. Pray for this shit for the light in it. With no ifs, fans, or might. Get it, stay tight with it. Keep the mic with it. Giving everybody a
The block, these words is hard lessons. Dangerous motherfucker, black balls is my weapon. Darker lines when the drama begins. They gave us the bass rock to crush the hearts of men. 7-0 disco, heroin and blow. You could OD on the dance floor in Studio 54. Rich and famous, money and power back in the days. Mostly whites used to snip that powder. Blandone gave us the keys and the recipe. And Freeway showed us how they get that white girl money. Like an erection, homie, soft or hard. I got my slick Rick chain, fast car like a rock star. That's hard. Hustle to get it, make profits off of sinning. Trying to make a living, realize my dreams and see us black folks winning. No more corporate prisons or government assistance as the world keeps spinning. It's back to my reality, war with my enemies, hunted by that police, chasing blood money cause the kids can see. It's snowing outside in Cocaine City. Crack hit the scene and hit it up in LA. You know that gangbang shit started by Stanley and Ray.
What's happening, everybody? Happy Friday, and welcome to another episode of the PDXDOPE Live podcast. I am your host, Ray Nelson Jr., a.k.a. DBLR. We're back in the building. Today is November 18th, 2022. I want to give a shout-out to my Uncle Ricky, Richard Nelson Sr. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Uncle. I hope you guys are out there enjoying yourself on your special day. This is a month of birthdays for a lot of people in my family. Happy Friday to you too, Claire. Thanks for joining once again. So yeah, it's kind of exhausting trying to get all this thing together. I hope you guys can hear me all right. My computer has been working real slow. I ain't been on this joint in a few days, so it's looking kind of weird. What up, Pam? It's in the building. What's happening to you, Ebony? I see you in the building. You might have had to stay late in the office, but I dipped up out that joint. And I don't have to work in the office for overtime tomorrow, but I will be online. So have fun in the office. I said that to you anyway. Yep, we got a couple of good stories to talk about. And okay, good. You can hear me. Nice. Like I said, this shit was working slow, and I didn't think I was going to be able to start the show on time. And then as I sit here and wait, I didn't have nobody in my, none of my guest panel was on. And then Ivory popped up with 30-something seconds before the show goes on. So appreciate my brother for showing up. Appears that he's gone through some sports injuries right now, trying to reclaim his youth. I get it. You know, I get out there, I work out, try to keep myself in shape, especially as I get old. And sometimes we feel like we can do things that we used to do, but we can't do them no more. And sometimes, when we try to lift heavy, it humbles us. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to let him explain that to you. I got my man Ivory Mays is in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Oh man, about to take me a half a bottle of motherfucking Advil and Motrin and whatever the fuck else we got in the cabinet, man. Shit.
So man, yeah, man, I got mines in this week, man. I'll be there tomorrow morning after I get off work, but I only work 4 hours. But yeah, man, what was you doing? What was you working on?
Man, I try to do squats and try to act like I was in my 20s and not warm up properly, bro. And shit, man, my fucking back knotted up, pulled, and everything, man.
So you must was you doing heavy, or you just was?
Man, I wouldn't consider it heavy, but because of the whole COVID thing, I really I mean shit, I was scared to go to the damn gym. So for 2.5 years, I
Right,
ain't did no legs or nothing. So
right.
I basically went in there cold turkey, man, and about threw my goddamn back out.
Yeah, no. I just don't jump back into it, bro, just because of that reason. I mean, I just started running and walking and stuff like that, and hitting the weights. I've been doing the light weights and everything, man. My legs started hurting, man. When I got on them stairs, man, and my knees and everything was crickling and everything, bro. It was terrible.
Hey, my back hurts so bad it hurt when I breathe. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I don't want no smoke, bro. I didn't had a broken back before. I know what that is. But yeah, it looks like we got Elijah Jackson is in the building. Yes, sir. What's up with you, brother?
Shit, man, just woke up. Man, this
Oh,
motherfucking plantar fasciitis is killing me. Oh my
oh,
God.
oh boy. So you got health problems, niggas getting old. That's what
My
we just
heels,
talking about.
I can't even take a step without
Oh, you mean from when we walked to the stadium
but
and doing all that walking and shit?
I mean, I don't know if that's what triggered it because I've done a lot more walking, you know what I'm saying? But right, man, my fascia didn't swell up so much. Like every time I take a step on my right heel,
Feel like needles is shooting in your
oh
joint.
my God, man.
Yeah.
Man, your panel is going down, bro.
You said what?
Your panel's in trouble, man.
Oh man, listen, bro. I told you hopped on. It was like 37 seconds to go. I said, these motherfuckers.
Shit.
I said they just got me out here, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm finna go on. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to do it by myself. But I appreciate y'all for hopping in. I was on the air. I was like, God damn it. Terrence hit me up. I talked to him yesterday, called him about the basketball game, but he was watching at home. He was already laid up. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on the show tomorrow. And so I'm at work. I get a text message just from this motherfucker talking about, oh man, it's my dad's birthday. And I'm going to he said I'm gonna be at his house, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, man, I forgot to tell you. So he out there. Shout out to Terrence, my cousin. He out there at his pop's house, my uncle, celebrating his birthday. So, he's been out of commission for the last couple of weeks. He's in negotiation. He's being hard to deal with, like Terrence Crawford in the Errol Spence negotiations.
You talking about Terrence?
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't seen his ass in a minute.
Yeah. So 2 shows is almost a month out. What's up, Bernadette is in the building. Thanks for joining.
What's that measure? Is it measure 125 where the politicians missing work and shit? They get held accountable.
Yeah, so if they I think how that goes is if they, and Claire, if you can give us the facts on that, but if you miss a certain amount of votes on the floor, then you can't run for re-election. So I think it was 10 or something like that, because a lot of times they'll not show up to kind of protest this, avoid when they know they don't got the votes or whatever, do a little crazy shit.
Yeah.
And so what they're saying is if you're not going to show up and do your motherfucking job, the job that the people elected you to do, then this is how we're going to handle that. So you can try that shit as much as you want to, but you got 10 times to do it and your ass won't ever get to run again. And if I'm wrong, please correct me on that one, Claire, because I think that's how that goes. But yeah, I brought up a couple of topics we've kind of covered a little bit of. I'm still on the Kyrie Irving thing because last interesting experience when I was going to the basketball game, of course, the Portland Trailblazers played against the Brooklyn Nets, right? And so we all know about the Kyrie Irving Hebrews to Negroes video link that he posted. It's on Amazon, and he got in trouble for that. So anyway, we went to the game, and there was some Black Israelites protesting out there. So the brother came up.
New glass, please,
Elijah.
Sorry,
so
Ray.
So Elijah, the brother walks up and give us some literature, right? And so he said, man, just come over for 2 minutes, So I ended up being over there for like 10 minutes, trying to walk away. They asking me all these questions, right? And I'm sitting there ready. I mean, he was like talking to the dude and he was preaching to the Bible. He was like, man, what are you? And I was like, what you mean? Like, I'm black. He's like, my shoe, he said, my boots is black. Black ain't nothing. We Israelites and we the kings and all this shit. He was, he was spewing this shit. And I'm trying to walk away. He's like, don't smoke that vape, bro. He was just going off, bro, on the thing. The dude on the mic was reading the Bible. You seen him do it, bro, but I got caught up in the whirlwind, bro. So I'm sitting there listening to this nigga, man. He was like, big bro, but listen. I mean, it was crazy, nigga. But they was out protesting for Kyrie, talking about the things we've been talking about on the podcast or whatever.
He got me sitting there ready to pee on myself. I got to pee so bad. I'm like, bro, like, I got to go to the bathroom. I ain't having to pee outside.
Right there, right in front of the police, though. They was right there, bro. This shit was wild, nigga. I was like, it was like a movie. You would have said like how that whole shit went down, bro. They was out there, and then when we left, they was right there. So I was trying to go out the other side of the stadium. We walked. They was right across the street. When I just kept walking, bro, I was like, I can't get back into this conversation with these brothers, man. Fuck that. But anyway, the Blazers lost. And I told you they was gonna lose, but I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have won that game. Though they played pretty, they blew it in a couple instances, but they just Brooklyn had it they night. But what's interesting is the last NBA game I went to was against when Portland played Brooklyn, and that's when Nurk broke his leg. So I was there at that game, and I had floor seats. It was right in front of me. It was the craziest shit. So now here I am. Few years later at the Portland game playing against the Brooklyn Nets. So I probably shouldn't go to Blazer games when they play against Brooklyn because they lose or somebody gets hurt or something like that when I go. So, but anyway, man, as far as topics today, as I was saying, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Dave Chappelle, he did Saturday Night Live last Saturday. Did any of you guys get to see his monologue?
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
I did not.
Well, I'm gonna play the audio from it because I don't want to get any strikes or anything like that. So I'm gonna play portions of it. I got the whole thing, but man, this shit was hilarious, bro. And there was the people that was, of course, offended. You know what I'm saying by what he said in his monologue. But I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. But anyway, a lot of people complaining about that. Of course, we know about the Kanye West and then the Kyrie, of course. Speaking of Kanye, has said his contract with Adidas, them dropping him, is not necessarily he might not be a part of it anymore, but they still have to pay him for the shoe or whatever. So that was something I was reading about that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that. And so y'all remember Measure 114? That's the gun.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
Yeah, that. And then this is getting crazy now because one of the things that I was researching is that so once that law goes into effect, because of the fact that they don't have the permitting system in place, all gun sales in Oregon will be banned for the time being until they're able to have that permitting system in place. Now that's kind of what I've been hearing tentatively or whatever, or from some of the news clips that I've seen and some of the stuff I've read. So I'm gonna play this video and then I'll kind of give us a little bit more context of what's going on here. 1 second.
Gun control law that voters passed. Now, state law enforcement leaders tell Coin 6 they expect gun sales to freeze when Measure 114 goes into effect in less than a month. This comes as the backlog of background checks doubles to more than 24,000 since last week, according to numbers from the Oregon State Police.
So our Brandon Thompson asking some tough questions about this backlog. And I guess the important question, why did gun sales have to stop then, Brandon?
Well, it all comes down to the permitting process, Jeff and Elizabeth, and we've heard some sheriff's offices do not know what that new permitting process is going to look like. And if it is not in place within the next 3 weeks when the law goes into effect, that new law means that gun sales will have to cease. With more than a week after voters approved Measure 114.
And that's been applauded by so many different groups.
The clock is ticking to implement the new permitting system when the law goes into effect on December 8th. But the Oregon State Sheriff's Association is skeptical, saying, quote, "We believe that all firearm sales by dealers at gun shows and most private transfers other than to a close relative in Oregon will immediately stop. Some law enforcement agencies do not know what to expect with the added requirement of a training course on top of the background check to secure a permit." However, McKenna with Lift Every Voice Oregon says the process should be familiar.
We expected it to be, and still do expect it to be, similar to the concealed handgun license process.
The permits will cost $65 each. OSSA says that will not be enough to cover the cost of the manpower needed to process them, and says, quote, "This will result in other public safety resources being reduced to cover the costs of implementing a new permit program."
Do you expect that the state legislature might have to take some action to make sure that law enforcement agencies have the resources?
Sure. We think that there may be some upfront costs that need to be funded.
If a permitting process is not in place in less than 3 weeks, gun sales will halt because of the law. That and the other aspects leads OSSA to say it is, quote, "confident that there will be legal challenges to the measure to test whether or not this measure is constitutional." McKenna says the U.S. Supreme Court is on their side.
Chief Justice Roberts and also Justice Kavanaugh mentioned permitting as one of the types of regulations that is permissible.
While the wait continues for Oregon's permit system to be implemented. Now, when it comes to the 10-round limit on magazines, also a part of Measure 114, McKenna thinks that that will survive legal challenges as well, though it's worth mentioning that several sheriff's offices across Oregon have said that they will not prioritize violations of sales on that magazine limit. Reporting live in downtown Portland, Brandon Thompson, KOIN 6 News.
Thank you, Brandon. Now to the Oregon. I'm Jeff Gianola, and gun owners now trying to beat the changes implemented by Measure 114. Brandon Thompson spoke with gun owners, and I know you spoke with folks buying guns about this new law. What did they tell you, Brandon?
Well, there's a little bit of confusion, Jeff and Elizabeth, because the new law goes into effect on December 8th, but gun stores, neither gun owners know what the permitting process, a part of Measure 114, is going to look like. So in the meantime, gun sales are soaring. At the Northwest Armory,
unbelievably busy.
Gun sales have exploded since the passage of Measure 114.
I saw people are really stocking up, so.
According to the Oregon State Police, requests for background checks have more than quadrupled from a daily average of 850 before the election to more than 4,000 a day since.
I bought a handgun today.
Why did you want to do that?
Well, things seem to be getting more complicated, so I live in a pretty sketchy neighborhood. A lot of questions, a lot of paperwork.
Oregon State Police reports 63% of people get a background check automatically, but Silver, she is on a wait list.
Well, at least a week, maybe longer.
One of more than 13,000 Oregonians waiting to hear back on their background checks. That's the most since the beginning of COVID and after Joe Biden was elected in 2020.
Have you ever seen anything like this, a rush to gun stores, so to speak?
We've seen rushes in the past when they have proposed various changes to laws. But not to this level.
Measure 114 puts a limit on magazines to 10 rounds. It also requires someone to have a permit to buy a gun after completing a safety course in addition to the background check. The permits are issued by local law enforcement with questions about where the funding is coming from and about what the permit system will be like. Durkheimer is concerned these booming sales may bust.
There's nothing in place to issue that permit. So I don't know how you implement that. And if you then are saying that you can't buy a gun because you can't get a permit, that's an infringement on your Second Amendment rights.
So we did reach out to the campaign who supported Measure 114. They say that background checks are an important and necessary step of the gun sale process to keep guns out of the hands of the wrong people. They also say that they are ensured to make sure that law enforcement at the local and state level have the resources to make sure those background checks go through. Reporting live in Portland, Brandon Thompson, KOIN 6 News.
Brandon, thank you. Now we're following.
Okay. So In about approximately 2.5 weeks, this law goes into effect. And what they're saying is that we will not be allowed to buy firearms. I would like to hear what you have to say on that first.
I mean, you know, the people who voted yes on this particular measure, I mean, it's gonna sound like I'm attacking them, but oh well, they're fucking idiots and don't even. They shouldn't have been allowed to vote, in my goddamn opinion. You know, they don't know what the fuck they doing or know what they talking about.
We gonna see how they feel when Mike and them went up in their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I bought a gun in July. I bought a gun in fucking July. They used my concealed weapons permit, right, to put down my information. And bro, it's been 4 goddamn months, and I'm still on motherfucking delayed status, bro.
It took me 5 months to get my ARs.
And now you talking about what did they say, 4,000 a goddamn day?
Yeah.
Nigga. I mean, I was ready in like 2 weeks to go drive down to Salem and find out what the hell is going on. But here's what don't make no sense. So you wanna make sure the person knows what they're doing to buy the gun. What is it, $65 or whatever? I mean, fuck. For a concealed weapons permit, you got to take a class all goddamn day. At least I did. Shit.
Yep. I did for mine in my Idaho one.
I did, and then they turned around and denied me for a fucking joint.
But you can go get that. You can go get that.
That ain't kiss my ass.
Oh, you already did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You good to go then? Yeah.
Now I gotta go back up there and reapply.
Just silly, bro. I mean, just fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, you know, when I heard that, I was just like, man, you know, it's like, you know, when people vote in this short-sighted, you know what I mean? Because they, in theory, it sounds like a good idea, but they never think about what it's going to cost to implement a law like that. You know what I'm saying?
But not just that, they don't look at the fine print. That's just kind of like with cannabis, when they were saying legalize, they ain't legalized shit. They regulated cannabis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between legalizing something and regulating it. All they did was regulate it, so they're in control of the shit and they're in control of the money. But you know what I'm saying? But people, when they first brought the idea, it's the way they word the shit. People don't look deeper into it, and so once they got your signature and got your vote, we don't need your ass no more.
Right.
And the criminals are stealing. I mean, the criminals are getting access to the guns.
Yeah, that's what they gonna say with Mike and them go in their house. They gonna be fucked up.
This, that, and the other. It's gonna take us 6 months plus to get a gun the legal way. You see what I'm saying?
Right. By that time, it's too late. Think about a woman who's being stalked by a fucking crazy boyfriend, and you know, before these laws go into effect, or when they do, she's not going to be able to go get a weapon right away unless she's got a family member or a friend that's close to her that's able to give her a weapon, you know, to be able to defend herself.
But even when they transfer it to her, that's still a long fucking process, because my ARs were transferred to me from my cousin.
And they hold it, right? Don't they hold the gun?
It took 5 months for me to get my guns.
Yeah, they hold them. So if I was going to sell a gun to you, Ray, and the gun would stay at the store until you pass your background.
Nah, we would just basically have to do it like we made this. I don't know nothing about that, because you know, yeah, man, you know,
they force you to do. They force you to go outside the lines, essentially.
Basically,
ain't nobody going to put their life on the fucking line because you want to make sure all the fucking paperwork is clear. Like, my life in danger. Fuck your paperwork.
Right. So Claire, she makes a comment here. She says every other law seems to take a year or two to go into effect, but this one is happening in the blink of an eye. I find that intriguing, not necessarily in a good way, but in a telling way. I find it interesting too, because it's like I said before, how do you, I mean, you know, like I said, in theory, it may look like it's a good idea to implement a law like this, but they don't think about what it's going to take to, you know, they never talked about that during the campaigning, or, you know, pushing of this particular law, how they were going to pay for it, how it was going to be implemented, how people were going to be able to get the guns, how long was it going to take. None of this stuff, they didn't have that in, when they were presenting this to people, but people still went for it anyway.
Because they played off the trauma and outrage. That's why they played off the trauma. Look at all the shootings. Look at all of this. Look at all of that. And people just focused on that part of it and not the situation as a whole. And, voted off of emotion. And, the same way they've been programming motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Is $65 each gun, or is it a one-time thing?
No, it's for the permitting. What they're saying, and they're saying that that's not going to cover the manpower and the that they're going to need to be able to even to fund this thing.
Right, but
it's going to be more than that.
Each gun is a permit.
No, it's
each
just
gun?
a permit to be able to purchase weapons. So you have to get a permit and a background check, mental evaluation, or something, and then once you get that, then you can buy guns. So basically, you have to have this permit to purchase any firearm in the state of Oregon.
And did they say how long the permit is supposed to last?
No, they didn't say any of that information.
So
what I'm telling you is pretty much
shit up as they go.
Pretty much,
because
you heard the lady. She's talking about, well, we liken it to being, to the concealed weapons permit. So what's the difference, in the two? Because you have to take a safety course to get a goddamn permit,
and you get fingerprinted and photographed.
You get fingerprinted and photographed. You take this thing, and she Bernadette said, "Isn't it annually? And if it's annually, then that's ridiculous." You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my permit for my gun to be able to carry is what is it? Once every 4 years, 4 or 5 years, or something like that. I just renewed, you know what I mean? So that it's already, I had to take a class. I had to take a class, a 3-hour class or whatever, and then you pay for that class, whatever that's going to cost you. So that's like $50, right? And then after that, you pay for the permitting process, and you have to set an appointment with the sheriff. That's what I did anyway. And then then they gave me my time to come in. I got my fingerprints done. They took my picture, and then I paid the money. And then a few days later, I got my shit. But
I did all that, and then they was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's like, if you've already done this process for people who are concealed weapons, because you have to have at least that to get that, what would be the difference? You know what I'm saying? If it's the same, that's how I think about it. It's like, I've already done this. So because I have a concealed weapons permit, I was able to go through those, those standards or regulations they have set for me. I should be able to purchase a gun based on that alone.
Right,
in my opinion, the way I look at it. And so to me, it's like, so we're adding something on top of that. So now, me being that I've already paid the county, the state money to be able to conceal a firearm and hold the firearm on my person, I got to pay another fee and go through this whole thing again, another background check, another, a mental evaluation, and all that's going to cost money. $65. That's probably the permitting cost, but how much is it going to cost you to go get a mental evaluation?
They saying you got to get a mental health evaluation.
Yeah,
they trying to sneak that shit in later.
That's what it is.
My thing is, who's evaluating the motherfucker that's evaluating me?
She said, just call it. Bernadette said, just call it a gun tax. Yeah, no, that's not a gun tax. No. I shouldn't have to pay. No. No deal.
So check this out. What if motherfuckers just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm cool with the guns that I got. You see what I'm saying? Then what you gonna do?
I mean, you ain't gonna get no money from them. As long as I got mine, and I got the guns I need, then what else do I, that part too. But you have people that are gun enthusiasts, people that are like you. You know what I mean? Or you got range guys that go and shoot. There's people that shoot in competitions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just makes it difficult for people. They're supposed to keep it out of the hands of criminals, but it makes it difficult for the people who are law-abiding citizens who want to buy guns for protection, because we know that the police response time ain't always good. We know the police ain't gonna be there when you went under a situation where you got a home invasion or you're being robbed or attacked or in some manner.
And guess what, man? These politicians, or the people that are non-gun enthusiasts are fucking retarded, because if you get a ghost gun, okay, uh, for those that don't know, you get the 80% lower, and then you build the shit yourself. You don't even have to register that bitch, you fucking idiots.
Right,
And you
but you know
still
they got
able to
laws
have
coming
it.
for they got laws coming for that too though. But I know how I built a gun before, long before a ghost gun, a long time ago. You know what I mean? I got the pieces, and I took I put that shit together, bro, myself. Sure did.
And it's legal as long as you are the one that builds the gun, bro. I mean,
yeah,
people
that's
going
probably what I'm gonna do.
As long as they still make guns, motherfuckers still gonna have them, especially motherfuckers that ain't supposed to have them. So
for real.
And that's the thing, bro. You gonna force people, like for example, I would never make a ghost gun. You see what I'm saying? But now I'm like, okay, fuck that little permit, bro. I'm about to cancel, say, fuck it. Give me my $580 back, right? You can keep your shit, your delayed shit. I'm gonna go build me an AR lower that's not registered. And now what? You see what I'm saying? And still got the 30-round clip. So I mean, you fucking dummies.
All right. Hey, we got Renal Tage in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing this evening?
All right. How many drinks you in?
Bro, tell them go try to come at you.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get me a drink, bro, because this shit got me a little upset right now.
Okay, man.
He trying to come at you, Tage.
No, I ain't. Shit.
No, it's all good.
You look like you stressed over there, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, that's that crazy people shit. Nigga, just tighten up, ho. What's up, Glenda? How you doing? She's in the building. I see you over there. I just didn't get a chance to say hello. Thanks for joining the conversation. Yeah, man, this is gonna be kind of crazy, man. I'm getting ready to research up and give me a little kit to put together myself. That's what I'm finna do. Straight like that. Yeah, I'm not finna even play the game, man. I'm not finna go through all that bullshit, bro. That's where I'm at. That's how I'm getting my ARs just like that. Unless
Well, that's
I buy
why I
them
already
off
got
somebody.
big guns so they can kiss my ass. I got a whole bunch of them. Fuck them.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna need to talk because I might deal with shit.
You know what? This gun talk, I don't even want to talk about it because we all got.
Damn it!
I know that's right.
We're superheroes, bro. We're talking about the safety of the planet.
That's right. God damn it. Fuck you, man. But they want to take our guns away, man. They wouldn't make it illegal. I mean, to get guns, man. They're gonna ban. I mean, it's like that's gonna be the craziest shit. This is America, and they're actually going to have a period of time to where it's illegal for American citizens to buy firearms. I never thought.
Have you like?
This is new America.
Yeah.
Where like America, these Oregonians are like buying guns and like.
Quadruple. Yeah, we just played the video and showed that it's like it used to be like 800 a day of new people, people registering and get their background checks and all that stuff. It's to now it's to 4,000 a day.
Think about how many police calls they finna get for suspicious people in their neighborhood and shit like that.
Right.
All that's gonna uptick, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. And if
but they can respond to it because you know what listen, I'm gonna tell you from experience. We heard that Renal got so they don't even come. And they ain't coming with no backup either. Yeah.
And nigga said that, got that thing on them. Shit. Hey man, listen. I think that is very, very dangerous. For real. And the NRA commented on this new law. Yeah, it's gonna be in the courts. She mentioned two the justices, but they're liberal justices. So of course they're gonna be and I don't have a problem with permitting, but I've already went through a permitting process. So why the fuck would I need to do it again? Just to buy a firearm? That's stupid to me, man. and it ain't gonna change nothing because people on the streets gonna still get weapons. Do they really think that guns are going to, or people are going to stop getting killed by gun violence? This is the closest thing to them taking your firearms away with a ban on being able to buy firearms, and that's dangerous.
Not to mention these criminal niggas, they got guns for 30, they got guns with switches on them, the motion. And you want with a little 10 shots? Man, fuck that.
Right, 10 shots, and these niggas got a 50 round drum on your helmet
with a switch.
You know what I'm saying? Switch it, got 2 clips in one, and boom, boom, and switch. Got two drums on that joint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man,
So,
these go ahead, bro. Sorry about
no, I was no, you good. No, Clara. So I'm sorry when I seen that I didn't really get it. You said, has the NRA commented on the new law? Yeah, they did. They have, and it's going to be in court. It's going to go to the Supreme Court, and it's going it's eventually going to get shot down, I think. But then again, I don't know. In this crazy world, like Jack said, this is the new America. So, I really don't feel like this is going to impact the things. I mean, the impact is not going to be where it needs to be.
Hey, bro, when's the last time you seen a criminal go up to the fucking people and say, you know what, man, I want to take classes so I can get my concealed weapons permit, and then they wait and this, that, and the other, and then go shoot the nigga that they trying to kill.
Nobody's doing that.
Maybe they're gonna plan their drive-bys, you know what I'm saying, for scheduling.
Man, I'm waiting on my permit, man.
Yeah. Better be glad I ain't got my shit on me, bro.
Yeah, that's really how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and it's, if they want to keep it with a buck, but if they really want to put a dent in this shit, then call in the National Guard then. And put it down like that.
I had my shit denied over on DV shit.
Yeah,
and they take that shit serious. Mm-hmm. The fucking the governor at the time, when I tried to get my first one, it was like, because I had too many DV calls. Ray was there at the one time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, TMI, ho. TMI. TMI. You're right.
Oh man, no, you keeping it rough, rugged, and raw for the people, man. That's what we talking about. That's what we do here on the PDXDOPE Live. Mr. Renal Tage in the building. Yeah.
Shut up, ho.
Yeah.
But if anybody knows me, I'm not a violent person. I'm not a I heard some chuckles over there in the background. What happened?
Hold on.
You just heard hold on. Clinking, brother.
We just want to go ahead and let you say that. Finish what you're saying.
You're not scared of me. Ray's not scared of me.
Yeah, no, you good, man.
You up. His name. So go ahead and tell us your story. Talk to us now.
All right, let's talk real. You might have a domestic dispute with your significant other. I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead, proceed.
Oh, I thought you were saying something, Jack. Because I'm not a violent person, man. I just act accordingly.
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're provoked?
I think what he's saying is he adapts to his surroundings.
I know how to control my temper and behavior.
But if the environment, warrants it. No, I know what you're saying. And so somebody said environment, but it's the same if you're in an environment that provokes the demons, then you got to make the better choice to not put yourself in that situation, right?
That is absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay. So
you got to bring yourself back. You got to like bring it back a little bit.
Well, yeah. Because it's like if you know that you're able to control yourself in a certain environment, then you want to remain closest to that environment as possible. Once you choose to put yourself into a more toxic environment, you know, that's a little shaky, then it becomes problematic. So you got to be able to have, it's called self-awareness, really, you know, and be aware of those type of things. And I'm like that because I don't go to certain shit. I don't go to certain parties. I don't go to rap shows, and I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, because I know that it's a certain environment and it provokes me to be a certain person that I'm not trying to be, which will give me, you know, more of a chance to getting caught up in getting in trouble or getting hurt. So, you know, it's just me having a certain self-awareness, having, you know, it's experience, man. You know what I mean? Shit, I'll be 51 in a couple weeks, man. You know what I mean? Thank you for saying that.
You'll be 51
you're
in
welcome.
7 days. You know, 2 weeks ago, be 51 in.
Also, you can't. You want to count the days now? Shit. Yeah,
well, hey, we're like this. We're 1 day apart, like hours apart.
I know that's right, but
yeah,
you
man.
about to be 51, bro.
Yeah, 51.
Yeah.
Looks great, don't it? See,
count it.
I see you in the gym. You shooting for that, so one day you will be able to be like, yeah, 51, looking great.
Yeah,
if say 50,
stretch first.
You say what?
I gotta remember to stretch first.
Yeah,
look,
right,
Ivory,
right.
Ivory, you're great, man. You got yourself in shape. You go fishing. You go beer hunting, elk. And matter of fact, when you go hunting,
Mm-hmm.
I want some of that jerky, man. I know you skin it and all that other shit. I want some of that good meat. The fish.
Right. How much does it cost when you kill one of them to get it? Do you do the gutting and cleaning yourself, or do you take it to one of the butchers?
No, I gut and clean it, or gut it out in the field. And if it's a deer, I'll gut it, skin it, and all that, and then I'll debone it and bring the meat home and take it to the processor.
That boy is a survivalist.
See. So, how long does that usually take you to do all that shit?
Shit. If it's a deer, I mean, shoot, you can gut it probably in about like maybe 30 minutes, and then skinning it. Yeah, skinning it. It depends where you shoot it, where it ends up. You know what I mean? If it's on the side hill, then you know it's gonna be a little more difficult. But I debone it and pack it out, so I don't have to deal with the weight of the bones and shit. But an elk, I never killed an elk, but an elk, man, you need like 4 people, bro. So you gonna be.
You ever get
a bear gonna run up on you? They're gonna smell that shit. The bear you take your shit.
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm trying to get Ray's ass out there.
I'm ready. I'll be ready, man. That nigga scared of what? Bears? That's it.
Yeah.
Claire said salute to the middle-aged crew for aging gracefully. Thank you for that, because I feel old when I be moving around just to get up, bend my legs. I'll be like, when I was running, like kind of jogging across the street to go to the stadium, we was kind of through traffic and shit. My shit, I was like, damn, man. I'm like, this shit feel weird. Like, I said, man, I feel old in the motherfucker some days, man, for real. But then again, I guess some would say I am old as a motherfucker. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, man, I got this Dave Chappelle video. I mean, it's not a video. It's I did the audio because I know that I would get like a strike or something if I played it.
Is it from Saturday Night Live, Ray?
Yeah.
I got banned too. I'm on 2-day suspension from Facebook for that.
Oh, because you played it?
Yep.
Mean king.
Yeah, you stay in jail on the Facebook and Instagram, bro.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna play some of this shit, man. I'll skip through some parts of it, man, because it's pretty. It's kind of long, but I'm gonna play the good parts, though. All right, where we at? What the hell? Hold on. I got one more comment before I play this video. It says, man, the SNL is yeah, that SNL shit was crazy. It is crazy. But here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Chappelle.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. But before I start tonight, I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared. I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time. I gotta tell you guys, I've probably been doing this 35 years now. And early in my career, I learned that there are two words in the English language that you should never say together in sequence. And those words are the and use. I've never heard someone do good after they said that. I ain't heard before. Normally when in trouble, I pull up immediately. But this time I was like, you know what? Let me see what's gonna happen first. I just want to see what it's all about. I can't even remember how it started. Vaguely, I remember it started with a tweet, strange tweet. It was like, I'm feeling a little sleepy. I'm gonna give me some rest, but when I wake up, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. And then he just went to bed. I was up all night worried. What is he gonna do to the Jews? I grew up around Jewish people. I have a lot of Jewish friends, so I'm not freaked out by your culture. I know a little bit about it just from hanging around. I'd be like, yo, let's go out after school tomorrow. They'd be like, we can't go out. It's Shanana tomorrow. I'd be like, where? What is Shanana? I had so many questions. Why do some of your people dress like Run DMC? Kanye woke up from that nap, he went right to work. A year ago, I'd seen him on a podcast called Drink Champs, great show, and it was an amazing appearance. Noriega and them were there, the rappers that I love, and they all had their gold chains and stuff on. And Kanye said, only millionaires wear chains. They said, what? He said, I'm a billionaire. Billionaires don't wear their money on their body. I tucked my chain and I said, oh, snap. It was a good appearance. It was fun and funny. But when he woke up, he went on Drink Champs again. This time, he was on one. He was mad about something. He said, I can say anti-Semitic things, and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Adidas dropped that nigga immediately. Ironically, Adidas was founded by Nazis. And they were offended. I guess the student surpassed the teacher.
Y'all can check it out on YouTube. The shit is hilarious. That's just some of the stuff he was saying. It's more to it. I mean, but he was consistent. I don't think he lost a step. He that shit was, I mean, 15 minutes of fire, man. It was solid though. But I love some of the stuff that he was saying. I mean, you have some people, of course, in the Jewish community who were a little bit offended by that or whatever. But like we said before, Jack said it best. You know, everybody can get these jokes. So, you know, it ain't nobody, you know, we can't talk about this particular group. Everybody gets the joke, you know. But I'm glad he was able to get out there and do that, you know, because it's like this shit that's happening to Kyrie, like, is the worst type shit. Seriously. But
he even got trouble for over Kanye's bullshit.
Who's that? Chappelle?
Kyrie. Well,
Kyrie?
Yeah. Over what Kanye was doing. It's like backlash over it because he said some shit.
Right.
You know what? Right. And then not to miss, you know, not to like piggyback, but I am piggybacking. My shit got banned off of Facebook for reposting that same shit that you just played right now.
Oh, did you play the video though? Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's public. It's like I tried to dispute it. It was like you know, like it's public shit sharing. I was, you know, other people's page. They didn't get banned.
Right. I hear what you're saying.
They know you the meme king, and they know what's gonna get up to the masses.
So they got to keep you controlled. Yeah, they want to keep you controlled.
Yeah, but anyway, back to the subject. That means that you know that was
Hold on.
How you feel about that, Ivory?
I love this show, bro. I had to pause it. I did it numerous times. You know, I mean, it's the whole thing though. It's all jokes, man. So you can only talk about the blacks and the whites, but the minute you talk about the Jews and the alphabet community and shit, it's a problem. I mean, like you said before, like everybody can get these jokes.
Right.
If you want to be equal, get these jokes.
All of it, all the smoke. I just, you know, I just think that they, you know, it's like, you know, it's one of those things, you know, when we cross the line and we say certain things. When I say we, I say black people, you know, and I don't necessarily like to always, you know, refer to race, but it is what it is, you know, and that's what it tends to be. You know, we're required to do all this shit, and you know, the most disgusting part of it is that they want to make Kyrie first. They want to suspend him for 5 games, make him apologize and be contrite when he apologizes, and then they want him. Then he pays $500,000 of his money. You know what I'm saying, to the Anti-Defamation League or whatever. You know, and it's like, so you doing all this shit to him, and the billionaire person who owns this thing, you know what I'm saying, he gets no vitriol whatsoever, but Kyrie gets it for posting it on his Twitter page.
He got to meet a rabbi. He got to take sensitivity training and some more shit.
I'm not doing none of that. I'm suing you motherfuckers, and I think that Kyrie should sue them. You know what I'm saying?
Straight BS.
It is.
I just don't understand.
It goes back to freedom of speech, bro. I mean,
but
you really don't have it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't. I mean, somebody got to be the martyr, bro. I mean, you know, Kyrie is good, this and that. He got, you know, a pretty, you know, he got quite a bit, you know, more to go in the league, bro. But
one thing I can respect about him is he ain't no bend over nigga. You ain't just gonna make him fold,
right?
Or whatever.
Right.
I respect the fuck out of that.
I do
he
too.
Apologized. He bending over, bro.
Nah, he never really said I'm sorry. He says, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, there were people that was offended by it, but I didn't make the film. You know, I just posted it up there, and he's standing on that. And regardless of,
that's why he's been suspended, because he stood on it. Because at first he didn't say shit.
Right.
Because he didn't be like, you know what? I'm gonna just duct tape my wrists and my ankles. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna just let you guys just.
But with the NBA, though, this is also backlash from Joe Tsai for that COVID shit. Joe Tsai mad for last season. He felt Kyrie cost him last season because of the COVID shot. So now he got a reason to stick it to him, so he is.
But who the fuck is this guy to tell Kyrie? He said he made a comment he needs to do more. As if this nigga went out there talking about he hate Jews or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's because this is his opportunity to get back at him for the COVID shit.
Yeah, that's some sucker shit. I've heard that
If
too.
you think about it, he didn't really say nothing. He just repeated something or replayed something like I do.
Right.
That's what I'm playing.
I mean, you gotta think about it. They blame him for their season last year.
Right.
They blame him for Harden leaving. They blame him for all the shit.
Right. They got to find somebody, like Claire says, always got to find someone to use as an example, but never want the source of the problem to be the example. Right. Jeff Bezos, you know, and I ain't hating on him either, but it's like, if Kyrie gets this for doing that, then they should really be going crazy about this Jeff Bezos thing. You know, him being the owner and stuff like that, and him distributing this anti-Semitic content. Since it's already been deemed to be anti-Semitic, then he's disseminating this information for sale to people. And the only thing they're going to do to adjust that is to have some sort of disclaimer on it. But they're not taking it down. They haven't taken it down. The fucking the views or the people buying and purchasing that shit is skyrocketed since this shit has happened. Almost look like a goddamn setup. You know what I'm saying? But just be mad at Amazon or be mad at the producer of the documentary if you want to be mad. Keep your anger just directed appropriately. Absolutely.
How about don't be mad at nobody?
That's a thought.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that's their fucking views, you know what I'm saying? If they feel that, you know what I'm saying, that they're the original Israelites or whatever the fuck they feel. Right. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? The Klan still exists legally. You know what I'm saying? It may not be as big as it is, but you know what I'm saying? If they have their own organizations to where that's their beliefs, they're allowed to. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you believe.
Right.
You got the right to believe that.
She says that movie is at number 5, and she says that too, Jax. You know, what you were talking about as far as why be mad at anybody, you know, people gonna think, even, I mean, so basically, you know, like it is just shut your ass up. You know, you can't, you don't say nothing about this shit. Don't fuck what you talking about, you know, and we control you. We're above you. So you're going to do this. You're going to bow down and kiss the ring, except because you don't have to feed the beast with your anger. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. But I think he's coming back Sunday to play. At least that's what I've been hearing. Who knows? But I'm telling you, I think that he needs to take legal action. I think that he has something here. Mm-hmm. And then you have these Shaqs, these Stephen A. Smiths, these Charles Barkleys. You know, these people, I mean, it's more, I mean, godly, but I'm just talking about the black ones, you know what I'm saying? Like how they getting down, you know, it's just, and then now they're trying to walk it back, you know, or they're dancing around it a little bit more because people got at them, you know, especially Shaq and you playing the movie. And we talked about this a couple of weeks, you know, you definitely ain't in no position to be calling nobody no idiot, you know, for real though. And like Jack's always talk about, piling on a motherfucker and shit like that. This ain't a pile on situation. And these motherfuckers, but they played themselves. It's one thing if they had something to stand on and they was piling on. Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, okay, we get it. But with this, it's like you guys are wrong. You know what I mean? I don't give anybody got a problem with this. In my opinion, is wrong, bro. I don't give a fuck. This is some bullshit. This is some fake outrage shit to me, man. For real. There ain't nothing that nobody can explain to me. I don't feel like it was offended, but who am I to tell them what offensive is, right? You know, but they'll tell us the same shit though. Oh, well, you know, just get over it, you know, or whatever, you know, however you feel about any injustices is done to you or whatnot. But anyway, enough of that. But check out Dave Chappelle Saturday Night Live monologue, comedy monologue. It's 15 minutes long. It's great. And he also got clips of some of the skits that he did on there. They did a Game of Thrones Game of Thrones, or not Game of Thrones, but House of the Dragons skit. It's pretty funny too. So check him out, Dave Chappelle.
Did you watch the whole thing, or did you watch the replay on like YouTube or whatever? That shit was funny.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Or anybody. Yeah.
I watched it on YouTube. She said if content is available for viewing, people should not be penalized for sharing links. That goes without saying. That's probably one of the most infuriating things. And they said he shouldn't say, the things that Kyrie said, and people kept letting that slip out their mouth. And it's like the nigga didn't say nothing. He just posted the link.
Yeah.
That's all he did. He just posted the link.
My thing is, why can't he? If he did agree with them, why can't he?
No, you're right. Yeah, he should be able to agree with him. Yeah, he should be able to have his own opinion. I mean, it's like when Muhammad Ali became a Muslim. When he I think he was in college when he did that. Was he still at UCLA? Or yeah, I think he was still at UCLA. But people kind of looked, or Muhammad Ali when he changed his name and his religion and all that kind of thing. People fucking did them dirty and shit.
What the heck? What's that? Oh, that's for Nal's ass.
I'm sorry, but I'm turning my TV on mute. I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up.
Ah, shit.
What happened? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I thought my shit went.
Oh
shit, man. Gotta love life. Anyway, moving right along. I got another story for the people. Let's go.
Yeah, what's the next topic, man?
Here we go.
Now to a heartbreaking story. The University of Virginia says all 3 students who were shot to death Sunday night played for the school's football team. Police allege they were killed by a fellow student and former player who was arrested yesterday after an hours-long manhunt. Officials say the suspect had shown signs of trouble. Senior investigative correspondent Catherine Harridge is at the UVA campus in Charlottesville, Virginia. Catherine, good morning.
Good morning, Nate. 2 students remain in the hospital and classes are canceled for a second day. Police have not released a motive, but we are hearing directly from a student who says she was there when the shots rang out.
At the football stadium, students laid flowers at a makeshift memorial to their classmates.
They were really important to the UVA community.
As an eyewitness to the shooting comes forward.
So we thought he was going to shoot everyone in the bus at that point.
Sophomore Ryan Lynch says the charter bus with about 24 UVA students and a professor was pulling into a campus garage at the end of a field trip when she alleges the suspect, Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., confronted one of the football players.
He was like, you guys are always messing with me. He said something weird like that, but it was very bizarre because they didn't talk to him the whole trip.
Then Lynch alleges Jones started shooting.
There just kept coming more and more gunshots. The shooter just kind of walked or skipped off the bus.
3 UVA football players were killed. Second-year wide receiver Devin Chandler was an honor roll student who had previously played at Wisconsin. Third-year wide receiver Lavelle Davis Jr. was a 3-star recruit from South Carolina. He had just won a scholarship for the school year. And fourth-year linebacker Deshaun Perry hailed from Miami, Florida, another 3-star recruit who majored in studio art.
We just received information the suspect is in custody.
In an emotional moment during a live news conference Monday, the UVA Police Chief Tim Longo confirmed Jones' capture after a more than 12-hour manhunt. Authorities detailed recent complaints about Jones possessing a gun in September, though a weapon was not found, as well as an alleged hazing incident. But in that case, the witnesses did not cooperate.
He was still a student, but to my knowledge, he was no longer on the football team and hadn't been on the team for over a year.
The suspect's father, Christopher Jones Sr., said the last time he talked to his son, he seemed paranoid.
What happened? Why did it have to get this far? He could have called me.
Authorities say the initial charges of second-degree murder will likely be upgraded as investigators learn more about the attack and the suspect's intent. Tony.
Catherine, thank you very much.
Heartbreak all the way around.
All the way
Think
around.
about the people on the bus who witnessed it. They will never be the same. I saw the father is saying later that his son had told him some guys are messing with him, whatever that means. Whatever happened, it doesn't justify
No,
that.
it definitely does not. And this is the University of Virginia. These kids are living their parents' dreams, and they're at the beginning of the rest of their lives.
And think about those parents sending their baby off to college. You expect them to come back with a degree and live the rest of their life.
That's right.
Sad.
All right, Catherine, thank you again.
Hey, Olin.
Yeah.
Have you followed up? The alleged shooter has he been apprehended, or is he still on the?
No, they got him. Yeah, he's been arrested. Yeah, they got him after a 12-hour manhunt. They arrested him. Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting story. We think I think. Do you think there was some bullying going on in this situation? Maybe.
You know what? I want to be the oddball. You know what? Elephant in the room. You know what? I must be on the other side. The football players, they may have been bullies, and this is what happens when you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I got you. That's why I asked the question though, because you know.
Well, I feel that young man's accusations not justified, but he was probably bullied.
Well, I got another video with his dad talking a little bit more about that. So let me play that video real quick, and then we can hop back in it.
Earlier, we had mentioned that police have named 22-year-old Christopher Darnell Jones as the alleged shooter in this incident. He was arrested in Henrico this morning, and he grew up attending school there as well as in Richmond and Petersburg. And tonight, his father tells us he wants to apologize to the victims' families. Our senior reporter Wayne Koval spoke with Chris Jones Sr. and joins us now live from Petersburg High School with his reaction to that. Wayne?
Well, Bill, Chris Jones spent his senior year in high school living in Petersburg. Since 2017, while not attending college at UVA, Jones was living here in Petersburg with his father and grandmother in an apartment. Now, this afternoon, I had a chance to speak with his dad about his son and about what has happened.
My hearts go out to their family. I don't know what to say. Except I'm sorry on his behalf, and I apologize.
For Chris Jones Sr., there was a phone call early Monday morning from police.
I couldn't believe it was my son.
It's been about a month since Jones saw his son, who came home to do laundry, and during a conversation with his dad,
he was real paranoid when I talked to him about something. He wouldn't tell me everything.
What his dad says the younger Jones did tell him.
He said, some people was picking on him or whatever. He didn't know how to handle it. I just told him, no, just go to school. Don't pay him no mind. Do what you got to do. Come on, you only had one more year.
The younger Jones came to Petersburg for his senior year in high school, having bounced around Richmond and Henrico County. That year saw him play football for the Crimson Wave. Jones would also win an award for scholastic achievement, make the National Honor Society, and is accepted at the University of Virginia. But a Richmond Times-Dispatch newspaper article during the time Jones was graduating high school paints a picture of someone who for years got into fights at school, faced multiple suspensions, and had a tough time accepting the fact his dad had left the family.
You see, me and his mother, we were separated when he was 5. That was out of his life for 11 years.
Now his dad, like others, looking for answers.
What happened? What happened? Why did it have to get this far? He could have called me.
Chris Jones Sr. tells me he's not had the opportunity to speak with his son, but is hoping that will happen soon. Now, several people I spoke with who know Chris Jones Jr. personally says he has had a complicated background and that at times has made the wrong choices. Now, coming.
When nobody bullying that nigga, man. He is mentally and emotionally weak. That's what that shit is. He wasn't even. He was, man. He was too big. For one, he was too big for them niggas to bully. Like, unless they was all bullying him at the same time. Like, if they may have said something verbal to him, he's mentally and emotionally weak, bro.
All right, Jax. I feel you on that, right? Listen, Ray, Andre, and this guy over here, Scooty. I lift weights because I didn't have a father figure. Well, my dad was like not into that. I didn't have an uncle. I didn't have somebody, steering me
to kind of
this way.
push you. Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, no, the only reason I lift weights in high school," and Red tell you, because I didn't want to get bullied because
you had a Jerry curl.
Shit.
It was light skin looking like Elder Barge in this motherfucker. In time, Oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is that bullying shit.
All right. You got me. He was triggered.
Hear me out, y'all. Give me 3 minutes, Ray. Or less than that. So I lift weights I would eat my lunch and scarf it down and go down to the gym and lift weights. Remember?
Yep.
And everybody like, "Oh, why ain't you wrestling? Why ain't you playing football?" This and that. I didn't know that shit. But at the same time, they was like, you guys was like kind of bullies. But I was a little bit stronger. But I could have just picked up a pistol but that wasn't our shit back then. I would just fight you, or I just like whatever.
So it's called having mental fortitude, ho. That's why. It's called having a spine and a backbone.
I didn't even worry about that because like my friend Ramon Douglas, he used to get picked on. I'm like, nigga, you gonna pick on me, and I'll whoop your ass. And when I saw Ray for the last, after so many years, that nigga was swole, and I used to hang with his brother Jason. And so, but anyway, I'm trying to get the long story short. The way this kid was feeling, he had some pent up issues, bro.
That laugh in the background got me dying, bro.
I know. That's why I'm trying to like.
That's funny.
Renaud, he's a 22-year-old fucking adult. He wasn't a child. If you can't stomach or handle a motherfucker calling you a name at 22, there's a fucking problem. You need to go seek help. You have mommy issues, daddy issues. You got some issues, bro.
That's true, Jax, because I was only 14, 15, 16 at the time. So I knew, I grew up and I understood that. And then we were having friends because I wasn't a sports guy. Ray, everybody played sports. Ray, Carlos, Andre, Jason Black, Ramon Hall.
So you had all those people around you that play sports, and it still didn't affect you.
Right, but at the same time, you guys was doing that in pre-league.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right, but all the niggas you hung out with play sports.
And the girl said them dudes didn't say shit to him the whole bus ride. He came on the bus with that gun, so he already had intentions to go see them niggas.
I think they was fucking with him, and the nigga came back on him, bro. Like
I think so too.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with you. I think you're right. He is mentally weak for him to go and do some shit like that. But it could have been a little. It could be somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like it might not have been nothing. But like you said, he's weak, and he was touched by them niggas fucking with him, and then he took it too far.
Ray, we came from there. We played a dozen. We get on the school or the city bus, the school bus, and we like nigga, your mama, this, that, and the other, and then So we thick skinned. So these motherfuckers is soft these days.
Yeah, but there was some that be ready to fight and shit,
But on top
it was some.
I think maybe, but also it can be a group of 3 motherfuckers and it's just one person talking shit and the other 2 laughing. You can't beat the person up that's talking the shit, so you want to take it on the other 2. What you laughing at? I'm laughing because it's funny, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So now you're mad at me because I'm laughing because he cracking jokes on you.
And you don't want to fight him, but you want to fight me.
Listen, Andre used to tear me ass up. I wanted to kill that nigga one time. But yeah, but that's just jokes. You got to suck it up.
Yeah.
My point is, today everybody's so fucking sensitive. I can't call you a he, her, she, or the other thing, LBGQ, WXYZ, and all that bullshit. Now you want to get in your feelings and all that shit. So I understand. So that nigga was soft.
Oh, you switched it up like that? Just move. Just fuck it.
The only thing I have in that dude's defense is we don't know. Okay, let's say he was bullied, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far did they take it? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Did they do some real foul shit to him? You know what I mean? Like, you know how fools can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not condoning what he did.
In the class of 91, it was going tit for tat. Either you guys would beat us up or we beat you up.
No, I never. Hold on. Let me make
something different, but I just don't see that. Just based on everything I'm hearing.
Ray ain't going for that. He's like,
listen,
nah,
I have no understanding of any of that.
Just based on what I'm hearing.
Go ahead.
Just based on what I'm hearing about him just growing up and having issues with anger and shit. Already, they say he's been troubled from day fucking one. So he's one of them. It don't take nothing. It sounds like to me.
Because he always got in the fights because they did mention
period. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you above a joke too? Motherfucker, your hair nappy. Ha ha ha. You mad? You want to shoot me now? Like, are you serious?
That's probably what that was
Jack.
too.
They soft, man, because they can't take it. Nigga, listen, I wanted to kill all them.
You wanted to delete all them. Yeah, I got you. You
guys the high school list at the end of the school year. I'm gonna hurt this nigga. I'm gonna hurt this nigga. Remember that old list? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something.
And now they've really taken that fucking detrimental list to the utmost. Like, all right, I'm gonna just fucking kill everybody. I'm gonna get my dad's gun. Or he taught me how to go shoot in the woods and all that shit. And then, like, because you were bullied and all that shit, now you gonna go kill everybody. That's some bullshit.
Well,
man, I'm not saying there's nothing that warrant a motherfucker getting shot. That's not what I'm saying. If they fucking with you like that, then I'm all for it. But I just don't see that in this scenario. I could be wrong. But he the nigga, he wasn't no little dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part.
Right.
That part.
My mom always told me, if you can't beat the nigga, pick up the biggest thing you can carry and knock
he looked like he was bigger than all 3 of them that he killed.
Yeah, he did. I think 2 other people were shot too, or something, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the 3 that just died.
But at the end of the day, he did shoot them.
Man, that girl said they didn't say shit to that man that whole bus ride.
Yeah, he was plotting on them though. I guarantee it. Hold on.
Yeah, he was. Quick. That's why he came in with the gun.
Yeah, he was plotting on them.
Remember them fucking track meeting bus rides, or we went to Ray was there, and then it was a whole bunch of childish shit that we stung on each other. We talked about each other's mama, how we live, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, they said Ray had a boot with a condom in it. Blah blah blah. Talking about me.
So you make like 2 stories together into one. What are we doing?
Kinda.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that low mentality of the children.
This nigga having a therapy session.
That kids that we are or were at that time, we could all exploded, but we were a little bit thicker skin.
Right. I think so.
Because Ray, he was a fucking grown man in high school. You was living on your own basically at
So Clara says, "Aren't you too old to be bullying people when you're in college?" Nah, I think bullying happens at all levels of the game, even in the work environments. You know, you think about people get bullied and picked on. I mean, I deal with it all the time, especially being in leadership and dealing with this type of thing. I've seen it happen in real time. You know, you have the cliques and stuff like that. That ain't just a high school thing or a college thing. That shit happens in the adult world. I'm sure you know too in your work environment. I'm sure you've experienced that. I just think that it's just human nature with some people. You know, they're gonna be, you know, these group of people, they know each other. As the new person come along, and then, you know, they might not want to share the donuts or don't tell you where the creamer and shit is. You know, stuff like that. You know, or talking shit about you, or she's kind of loud on the phone. Oh, or they want to point out your mistakes. You know, when you make a mistake on your work or whatever, and then they come across the account and then they want to talk shit. The other friends, they Skyping each other behind each other's back, talking shit about people, talking shit about their boss, all that shit, man.
Now, she go and punch one of the motherfuckers in the face, I'm all for it. But for you to go massacre the whole motherfucking floor because of that and throw away your life, that's where I have an issue. That's why I say you're mentally weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if they actually done something to you, I mean, and I get that. I mean, bothering somebody, you take that shit home. It's on your mental. I get all of that. So if she went and just fired on that bitch, like, bitch, you was talking, and pow. Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for you to throw your whole fucking life away because somebody called you a name or wouldn't tell you where the creamer is, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Okay.
And then hurt somebody that even involved.
Okay, so Clara says, she says, okay, so if you aren't too old to be bullied, then why are you too old to be sensitive?
You're not too old to be sensitive. You're too old to not know how to regulate your emotions and let it go to that degree.
Right.
You have all the right to be upset. I mean, you even have all the right to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? If you feel you're being provoked. But I'm just saying, for you to go home and consciously go get a gun and go somewhere where you know you're gonna throw your whole foot, like you had to think you premeditated all that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's murder, because I think they charged him initially. The initial charges were murder, man too. But they said as the evidence comes out, it's been upgraded to murder.
He didn't go in there with a gun to shake hands.
No, he was on the bus the whole time, and then he said, "What she said, y'all always messing with me."
All right, check this out. What type of gun did he use?
They didn't talk about that part. I never.
I bet it didn't have no 30-round fucking clip. You fucking
See, now you talk about something else.
That's real shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just saying it don't take much.
Right. 3 bullets, nigga. I mean, I don't know how many times them cats was shot, but no, the kids was shot.
Listen, the trip that we rolled down for the championship when they spit on Ray and me and not me, but the crowd. How about old shit? Ray, you was there. We went to Idaho.
Sir.
Was it Idaho?
Yeah, no, that was Roseburg.
Roseburg, thank you, Roseburg.
No, so the Idaho trip was when we went to the movies and we went to see Mississippi Burning.
Cut it with a knife, but that's another story.
No, well, hold on, see, man, I need you. Are we snitching today? What are we talking about?
No. I'm talking about. I really want to talk about the Roseburg where they spit on us.
Okay.
And that was like that bus trip down there. But there's another bus trip too to like you said,
to Idaho, right? We gonna start roasting. You go, and then I'm finna go.
Well,
I got my finger ready on the roast button, nigga, because you been playing me close tonight. So I mean, you can say a little shit.
I didn't partake in none of that, and nor did you, or I didn't say you. He did.
Okay, but not to cut you off, Tage. I'm glad you just mentioned that, Ray. So, Ray. So we all bully each other. If that's the case. Don's been on here several times talking shit to Terrence, me talking shit to you talking shit to me, talking to me. So, I mean, let's think about that. If that's the case, that means we're justified to go shoot one another because I said his head was shiny. Like, I mean, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Right, Jack.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. We don't go that far.
Right. No, but I'm gonna tell you like this though. We've normalized this type of behavior in our environment because I'm gonna tell you, some people would not be able to handle the type of or how we
Yeah,
interact with each
absolutely true.
other. That's what I do know. And I when my friends be around, my work friends and shit like that, I got to be real careful when I bring them around you motherfuckers because they'll be like, "What the fuck?" They would not understand this shit, man. I promise you. And I'd be so sane at work though, but it's like, man, listen. Oh my God, bro, these motherfuckers. There's only certain people I could even bring. I mean, they could even come around y'all and be comfortable. I know this for a fact.
Jack, you made a good point, man, right there. Because like, what are we doing? Because we all roast each other, right? So you made a good point.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, and at some point, I mean, we've all got sensitive too. Like, I'm pretty sure there's something, you know what I'm saying, where a nigga didn't touch nerve, like, a nigga get a little perturbed or whatever.
The nigga get quiet.
Yeah, but a nigga know how to, you know what I'm saying, handle that. Like, even, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm just saying, bro, like, there's levels to this shit. Like I'm saying.
This motherfucker, like, well, okay, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get quiet. Nigga.
I might just do like
nigga
this.
Discuss the shit, nigga just touch
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Really?
Oh man.
It's just fucked up that they went out like that, man.
Yeah, I know. It's sad to see him. I mean, he's 22 years old, right?
Yeah.
You know, 22-year-old kid. You know, and he and it's fucked up that, you know, and it's funny, you know, because I mean, not funny. His father, you know, I want to kind of touch on his father. You know, his father wasn't in his life for 11 years, right? And his father, he made the comment that he could have called me. But if that was the case, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't he? You hadn't seen him in a month. You know, now I know he's going to school, but he was coming home doing his laundry. So what was you doing? How present were you as a father? You can be, dads can be in kids' lives to a certain degree or be around or within arm's length, but you have to make the effort to be present around them, you know, interacting with them and listening and engaging with them. And a lot of fathers think just being around or halfway being around, you know, is good enough. And that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's more to just being around. You got to be fucking present with your kid.
Yep.
You know, and I think that may have been what was missing in that, because I feel like, you know, he tried, you know, he made the attempt to apologize on his behalf and all that kind of shit though. But really, you know, I have more questions for him though. You know, like what kind of, you know, what was y'all's relationship really like for him to be able to do? Because I feel like if you're present, especially as a man and a father, being present in your kid's life, man, you know, they're going to have a better balance, you know what I mean? Or be more grounded, you know what I'm saying? And if they were going through some shit like that, they're going to come to their parents, because most kids do. Their parents are present. You know, they'll go to their parents. Maybe it ain't going to lead to shoot nobody, but somebody's getting snitched on. I'm telling on you, the school, you finna get kicked out of school if you fucking with my kid, that kind of thing. You know, but you couldn't do that for him. Just, you only got 1 year, you know, just go ahead and, you know, get through it. You know, like, what the fuck, man? You would have said, like, that's what you told your kid? This is what this man told his kid. You just got 1 more year, you know, I mean, it's like, and apparently he was coming to you. He was able to have that conversation with you because apparently he couldn't deal. You know, in my mind, at least that's how I look at it though. So, you know, it was just interesting to hear him talking and, you know, how did he get this far? He asking questions and like, motherfucker, you asking a question, nigga, I'm asking you.
Well, there's been issues. I mean, because like they said, they had already complained about him having it. How they know this motherfucker had a gun? They've been reported that he had a gun. You know what I'm saying? So he either been flashing this motherfucker saying he gonna do something with it. Like they already been complaining about this motherfucker saying like something off with him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Fighting in the high schools. They said the people that knew him in that neighborhood where he grew up at.
Like he
went
on
to
some shit.
multiple high schools. Yeah.
How about since 7 when his daddy first left? They say he was on his shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it just got progressive.
Yeah, because he probably didn't never get his ass whooped.
But remember, this is the era of everybody get a trophy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the era that we grew up in, bro, it wasn't like that. It's first, second, third, and that's what it is. It ain't no participation trophies.
Clara was like, and yet he's in all the interviews. He like Puffy, nigga. With Bad Boy, he's gonna be all in the videos. Gonna be dancing in the videos and shit like that.
Stupid,
you know. Shit, man.
There's
boy.
been an issue. It wasn't checked soon enough. It's what
No,
it
it
was.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. And I just feel like he's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, and maybe I'm not looking at this right, but it feels like to me he's kind of like diverting, kind of absorb, because ain't nobody asking him no hard questions. Like, where was you? They kind of glossed over that. I was out of his life for 11 years, and then we moved on to the next stuff. So we didn't want to kind of ask him no hard questions and shit.
You know what, Ray? I really admire you because you always make a point to being your son's, like, whether he's in Texas, here or there, or wherever, you will fly him out, and that made me be a better person because my son was only hop, skipping, and jumping away.
Right.
So, and then just as of recently, me and little Renal reconnected, so, and I owe that to you because you're still friends with her. Yeah, so I love that about you.
Oh, yeah,
I
man.
understand because everybody don't have their dad in their life. And I was like that's what you just said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was there, but I wasn't there, and I admit that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all you can do is really go forward and stay and do and like you said, reconnect, and then you just and you continue living and you develop and you make those memories and you share and you create it from this point on. You don't look back. You know what I'm saying? You know who his dad was.
He's more. I'm like a child. And he's the adult. When it comes to, he's like little Ronaldo is like he got an old man's soul in his young 20.
Oh yeah, he's a well-mannered young man. He sure is. Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm thankful.
Good kid.
I'm thankful he has his mother because a lot of mothers ain't like her. And he could have went the wrong way, and I'm glad he's doing way and beyond. But anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's in your cup, brother?
You said what?
Water.
Oh.
Water.
You be drinking them nasty ass beers though.
I actually had an edible, bro.
Oh, sure. That's all of that, or is that just?
Jackson, but he wished it was like it happened. Remember last week? He's like, I wish it affected.
Yeah, on God, I was gonna say that little bitty shit, man. I got a whole man. That shit pissed me off, bro. Edibles don't do, man. Fuck edibles.
Well, hey.
What you mean they don't work for you?
Hell no. You know I eat 1,000 milligrams. You see me eat that whole goddamn syringe a few weeks, like that was 700 milligrams.
Don't get me started on them edibles, nigga.
Oh, Ivory's always eating too much.
And y'all just be eating 10, 20 milligrams. I eat 700, and it ain't shit.
Hey, bro, I listen to
you different, bro. You a weed superhero, nigga.
Yeah, I can't fuck with those. I listen to a little skinny chick at the.
I got those that don't do shit, bro.
And got me twisted.
I think it's underrated.
You think what's underrated?
But these right here, are you on the drops?
I got some of them too. Them ain't shit either.
We don't have to have a contest. Yeah, that nigga crazy because I can't do it. It's no fun.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to sleep, relax, and just let my
body.
Right
now, I can't hang.
Relax. Yeah, I can't either.
Anyway, back to topic. But yeah, you need to slow down there, partner.
No, because Ivory have a problem because Ivory just don't know how to just do a little bit.
Nah,
this nigga he would do a little bit. He wouldn't tell me, man. What was it? The waffles, nigga. And he told me big ass. I was like, oh my god, this nigga told me what you say. He was and you was like you ate a whole big ass burger and a giant beer and shit while your boat was getting fixed or some shit. He was.
I had to go lay down because I was scared.
In my defense, I rode one of these Renault Bay double barrels with the crumble, with the keef, with the with the dab, with the hash oil. I got one right here, ready to rock.
That's a double barrel. Okay. Yeah, he's serious with the double barrel shotgun.
I am drug free, sir.
Man, I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I smoke rocks, Joe Rogan.
Anyway, what's the next topic, right, Olin?
Man, that is the topics, man. I had this other topic, but it was the story was too old to really talk about, so I just left it alone. But it popped up on my timeline, and I was like, "Is this a real story?" And then I went and I looked it up, and it looked like it was from 10 years ago or some shit. It was Milwaukee police officers. They was being investigated for sexually molesting inmates or whatever.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
that's foul.
Yeah, the dudes, what they had the dudes on there talking about all the shit they was doing.
In the middle of the work. Ain't that a bitch? Who said that, Claire?
Yep. Man, listen, right? You got this computer working from home.
Hey,
just out.
Listen, you know what? You got to be smart. I'm gonna look at the camera in the eye. I can do more within an hour and a half than most motherfuckers do in an 8-hour shift.
Oh, you that good?
Cause you's a bad motherfucker.
Listen, I can do my job with my eyes closed. That's no right.
You sound like Hocus Pocus.
Listen, bro. Listen. I don't have a hard job, so I'm not saying I got a lot of shit to do. I'm just saying motherfuckers take 8 hours to do that. I can do it in 30, 45 minutes.
Bro, I ain't fucking with you, bro. You don't won the big jackpot on the video poker. You got big jars. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even came and fucked with your boys, bro.
He said, "Sorry, no, I couldn't resist that one, but I saw that on your book. It was funny as hell."
I don't do no hard work. That's soft as baby butter. Because you don't do shit. I don't do no work. I'm just fucking around. Ray's the same way. That nigga don't have like. Do not. Ray does. Shut up. Are we on live? Are we live right now?
Yes, we
are.
We're
very live.
I'm gonna mute my mic. Listen, but Ray. He's a manager supervisor. He's a gangster, and you're just.
Oh shit! What's going on over there? What's going on over there, bro? Shit. Oh man.
This is why I do that. That's just. Anyway.
Hocus Pocus over there showing out, boys. Listen.
Anyway.
Ooh. But go ahead, man. What were you saying? Yeah, so I'm a supervisor. Yeah.
He's up in the echelons. So don't just because he looked like he posts pictures.
Say that one more time.
I'm gonna say it one more time for the faster. Just because he posts pictures and he's managing people and he's.
No. That's not what you said.
Oh,
you want to know that word you said? That word you
echelons.
Extra lunch? What you say, nigga? Echelon?
Whatever the word is, look it up. Google it. That's your friend.
Okay.
So listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Ray works, but don't let him fool you. He fucks off a lot like I do during the day too.
You think so? Bro?
You think? No, hold on. No, we're gonna address this one.
I didn't think it was live. Are we not live?
We're live. I ain't even close to posting like you, my nigga. Let's start there.
I know. I kind of had to simmer down because I'm actually working now.
No. I mean, I'm always working. I'm always working.
Well, yeah, because you have a team to manage. I'm not at your status yet.
But you got.
I was there, but I fell back, and then anyway. But I don't understand. I respect you. Hello. I respect that.
Some lines. What happened with that? With some lines crossed? What's going on? Echelon, right? That's why I try to throw this nigga. That's so equals that level. Hold on.
Now, Claire, Google echelon and see what that one says.
He said it's echelon. Yeah, right. A level or a rank in an organization, a professional society. Absolutely, I'm up in the higher echelon. So, yes.
Thank you. All right. So anyway, no, I don't fuck around with Rick. He has a team that he has to manage and keep.
Yeah.
I don't have that no more. I used to, but I lost it.
So okay, so that you said something there. That is another story. That's a story I kind of want to touch on. So, what happened? You know, say or is that going to trigger you? I see you kind of look down. Now you're looking up. That's how they. Go ahead.
Well, because I got two screens, so I'm looking at the big one and the little one's right here. But anyway, listen, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you right now.
Okay.
I thought I was above everything.
Oh, so you got drunk off power.
I thought that power went to my head. I thought I couldn't be touched. I'm selling drugs to everybody.
Holy
fucking
shit.
A, bro. What in the love and hip hop is, bro?
Don't ask me no real questions. Anyway, I was selling some things that wasn't supposed to be done, but it's legal now.
Hold on,
Okay.
let's check the light. Right.
You got a knock on your door in about 30 minutes.
He cut me off.
Nah, you on the screen by yourself. You up there talking.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's all you, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know what? Anyway, so things got to the masters up top, HR.
To the masters. Whoa, that's huge.
I was at the
That nigga said the masters.
They made moves. It was like if you didn't go to their functions at their house, you wasn't going to be a part of the team.
The Illuminati, right.
So I was falling into that. But at the same time, one of them fell off, and they snitched on me. And
the rest is history.
Here I am today in a new career.
All right. There we go.
This bud's for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
I could have invited off all of them. Charlie, the white bitch, the two white bitches.
Oh shit, Charlie's the homie.
You still been there? Well, you know. Man, I might have to let stage left in a second.
Okay, man. Well, we about to shut it down here in a couple minutes anyway. I got to work in the morning, so you know.
Oh yeah, it's almost 11 p.m. Pacific Standard
Yeah,
Time.
I'm working from at 7
Pacific Standard Time, not Mountain Time.
I said Pacific.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just.
You didn't say specific, or did you mean specific?
Yeah, I'm with the best.
Extra lunch.
Anyway, you know, I want to wish all you young gentlemen a happy and prosperous rest of the holiday season. Happy holidays.
All right, brother. Y'all take it easy. All right, then. Check you out next time. Bye.
Man.
All right, he's out there. Okay. What's going on? This nigga said, what loving hip-hop. My man. I'll be at breakfast tomorrow. We'll talk to this nigga, man. What the fuck is going on here? How could it really... Did we miss a podcast or some shit because of some technical difficulties? What's going on here? I see you right there. Yeah, what you doing, man? What you doing, man? Come on, man.
He's on a roll.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
What's up, Taj?
And look at
I'm about to put on my breathing apparatus.
The fire inside. To explode.
I'm about to put on my CPAP machine and go to bed.
Oh man, listen. Yeah, man. Just
why we all got on red today?
Shit. Hey man, listen. Oh, this shit has been great. And you, my friend?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why all y'all laugh at the same time?
Cause you funny as shit.
Listen, I can just tell you that motherfucker though. I mean, don't listen to nothing that I say. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fuck me, right? Okay, shit, God. All right.
I'm sorry, Rams.
It's all good, man. I still love you, brother. But let's check this out, everybody.
Yeah,
thank you for joining us. We'll discuss further backstage, sir. I need you to be quiet for a moment. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the PDXDOPE Live podcast. It's been great on this Friday night. I gotta get out of here so I can get to bed or whatever. I'll check y'all out. My birthday is next week, so I don't even know if I'm gonna have a podcast. But check this out, though. Y'all enjoy your evening, and I'm
gonna be out this bitch. If y'all do, I'll be there in spirit.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed smoking, sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, playing it in the box. Alright, let me get something clear on top. Get busy. We're not here for approval. We're not here to be liked.
Get busy, y'all. Get busy, y'all.
Here we go. Oh man.
Oh, Ray, I got some stuff for you to make your butter and shit.
Okay, that works out. Ooh. Oh, we still live.
Oh, really?
That was on me.
Do we get it? Do we understand it? The meaning of life, we young, this music is demanded. We chanting that bitches ain't shit. Fuck hoes and get the
That's your son?
Yeah. This is cut though. This was one of his
nigga keep banging on y'all on the back.
Oh, I see you.
Breaking apart of the brain of the black youth with no father figure that can explain. In 10 years, I know I'll be looking back with some shame. The sickness that has spread is contagious and we're to blame. A current with help that needs to be dealt. I felt I had the trust eyes, I have the best eyes without a guess why on if I should do it. Infinite love for the music, but never ride with the